Plato's Apology presents Socrates standing before an Athenian jury, calmly and fearlessly defending his entire way of life rather than merely trying to escape punishment. He explains that he is accused of two things: corrupting the youth and not believing in the city's gods, but instead introducing new spiritual beings. Socrates begins by dismantling the prejudices against him that have built up over many years, especially the image of him as a clever sophist who makes the weaker argument seem stronger. He insists that he has never claimed to teach wisdom for money, and that his reputation arose because of a single event. The oracle at Delphi declared that no one was wiser than Socrates. Troubled by this, Socrates set out to test the meaning of the oracle by questioning politicians, poets, and craftsmen, discovering that although they believed themselves wise, they could not give clear or consistent accounts of what they claimed to know. Socrates concluded that the oracle was correct in this sense. He was wiser than others because he alone knew that he did not truly know, and this humble awareness of ignorance was the foundation of his philosophical mission. Socrates then explains that his constant questioning of others was not meant to humiliate them, but to awaken them, like a gadfly stinging a sluggish horse into movement. He believed that the greatest human task was not the pursuit of wealth, honor, or political power, but the care of the soul, examining oneself to live justly, wisely, and truthfully. By exposing false confidence and shallow thinking, Socrates sought to lead people toward virtue, because he held that virtue leads to true happiness. The resentment he stirred, especially among powerful and influential Athenians, whom he had embarrassed in public, produced the accusations against him. He argues that he could not possibly be corrupting the youth intentionally, because no one willingly makes others worse, since doing so would harm himself in return. If he corrupted them unintentionally, he should be instructed, not punished. As for atheism, Socrates shows the charge is logically incoherent. How could he believe in divine signs or spirits without believing in gods? When the jury finds him guilty, Socrates refuses to beg, flatter, or appeal to emotion, insisting that doing so would betray the values he has lived by. He declares that he will not stop practicing philosophy even if ordered to do so, because obeying God and pursuing truth is more important than obeying men. He even suggests half seriously that he deserves to be rewarded rather than punished, since he has spent his life improving the city's moral health. Ultimately, the court sentences him to death, but Socrates remains serene. He reflects that death is either a peaceful sleep without dreams or a journey of the soul to another place where he can continue to question and learn, and either way, it is not something to be feared. He concludes by reminding his judges that they may kill him, but they cannot harm him in the deepest sense, because a good and just person cannot be made evil by external force. The apology therefore stands as a powerful portrait of a man who chooses truth over safety, integrity over popularity, and the soul over the body. Socrates embodies the idea that philosophy is not merely abstract thinking, but a way of life devoted to moral clarity, intellectual honesty, and spiritual courage. He teaches that the unexamined life is not worth living, and that genuine wisdom begins with humility before the truth. In defending himself, Socrates ultimately defends the very possibility of a free, thoughtful, and virtuous human life, one that values reason, conscience, and the relentless pursuit of what is truly good.